All right, here's our 04 Jeep Wrangler. And I'm just kind of sad to be making this video because that means we're selling it. Are you sad?
Yeah, I'm sad.
So, let's take it for a quick little drive. This has been a really great vehicle. It's been super fun. Awesome thing that I love about this Jeep is it's only got it's got under 74,000 miles, 73,600 miles. And we've really put a lot of money into it, kept it maintained, and of course it just drives great, drives like a Jeep. So we'll come down here and we'll show you all the features. Just wanted to show that it drives good. So one of the first things I did when I got the Jeep was I put a expensive Sony Bluetooth stereo in it, which also has the telephone feature, a little microphone up here for where you can talk into. I spent about a little over $1,000 on the stereo. Replaced all the speakers. There's speakers here. There's a speaker here in the center of the console. Those are the factory speakers. All these speakers are replaced with kicker speakers. And then I put in a like 800 watts, 800 watt 6-channel amp, so all of the speakers are amplified. And then I've got a 12-inch Pioneer back here behind. So one of my favorite things about this vehicle is that it really freaking stereo in this thing rocks. And I actually had them control the subwoofer down here, so you can actually turn the subwoofer off. So I'm not sure if you can hear in the video, depends on what you're watching on. So of course that's probably one of my favorite things about the Jeep, besides the fact that the top comes off. So anyways, this is the desirable 6-cylinder 5-speed manual. Like I said, it's got under 74,000 miles, and just nice, clean, pretty much clean engine. We've taken it off-roading a few times, so it's gotten dirty, but you know, there's no leaks or anything abnormal going on with the engine. One of the things that we have noticed a little every once in a while, and it seems to be too sporadic to completely diagnose, is it's got a little tiny teapot whistle to it sometimes. And if you get on Google and type in Wrangler teapot whistle, you'll see that it's pretty common with this engine. It's typically an exhaust, tiny itsy bitsy exhaust leak that if you tighten the bolts up goes away. I actually tightened the bolts up today and it hasn't whistled since, but I just want to be honest about that. Typically that's not a major thing. If you're going to put all new gaskets on, that costs a couple $100 at any mechanic. So but we've been driving it, it's nothing mechanical, so major mechanical at least. So what do we got here? We've got spare tire, which is brand new. That's a Wrangler or a BF Goodrich tire on the back. Got BF Goodrich all TAs on the I believe these are 33s. What else? Nice clean interior. Doors open and close easily. Seat belts all work. Got some extra things, like I bought some straps here to strap the seat belts so they don't flap in the wind. We mostly, when the weather's nice, we mostly drive with the top off and park it in the garage. And we usually, in the summertime, keep the doors off as well. The doors come off very easily. Half-inch wrench takes the 2 bolts off and they slide right off and store them in the garage. Just got new heavy-duty rubber floor mats that say Jeep on them. None of all the seats are in great shape. They don't have any rips or tears, which is really nice. A lot of these vehicles have kind of torn up upholstery. We did go off-roading one time with the top off and got some dirt inside, and it's kind of just hanging out there. That's actually just dirt or Georgia red clay. Good steam cleaning and it would come out. We just never bothered to do it because we knew we were going to go back out and play again and get it dirty again. So tires are like brand new. In fact, I believe they were brand new 1 year ago, and we probably put about 8,000 miles on them. Driven it to the beach a few times, things like that. I've got a 11,000 pound winch. It's a Quadratec winch, Q11000, and this thing has been really, really nice to have. I've also got the fog lamps hooked up to a separate switch, so you can actually turn them on even with the brights. From the factory, they came in a different position. This is an aftermarket bumper, so I put these aftermarket bumpers on, tube style bumpers, aftermarket bumper in the rear. I did slowly back into a tree and put this tiniest dent right here, just trying to be super particular with it. The bumper actually came with a little tow hitch, and I made the mistake of thinking that it was load bearing, and so anyways, I cut it off and put a real load bearing heavy duty trailer hitch on it with a 2-inch square. So that is ready to tow, and I've towed a few times a small trailer. It's really nice, tow the motorcycles. So removable soft top, and I also have a hard top. Typically about the end of October here in Georgia, put the hard top on, put the soft top away. It goes on and off super, super easy. The hard top goes on with 6 screws, 1, 2, 3 on the other side, and then I believe there's then they lock here. There's a little locking mechanism. Super nice to have the hard top. Plus, you know, they cost like $900, so an extra thing to go with the Jeep. 4-wheel drive, all the 4-wheel drive components work great. The only thing we've ever gotten stuck in is mud. If the ground was solid, we've never gotten stuck. So I've gotten stuck in the mud a couple times. It doesn't matter if you drive what kind of vehicle you're driving. You could be driving a Hummer and you'll get stuck in the mud. So of course we use a winch to get out, but nice and clean underneath. There's no rust on this Jeep. It is just a 2004, so there shouldn't be any rust or anything. It does have, I believe, a 3-inch lift kit. These are Dana front and rear end. This is the Sport Edition. It is true 4-wheel drive. And it has some extra things like that worn cap on the front and rear. Obviously just your typical undercarriage, nothing special underneath there. So a few little extra things like the step ups on the side are kind of nice. Obviously the wide fender wells. I'm trying to think of what else. Anything else you can think of? So it's been super fun. There's 2 tiny chips in the windshield. So putting a new windshield in cost about $150. I just never did it again because I do drive it sometimes. I have driven it in the woods. I have driven it on trails. We've never done any heavy duty off-roading in it. You know, we didn't take it out to Moab and do Hell's Revenge in the Jeep or anything like that, but I think it could do it. I've been tempted to do it. It's just too long to drive out there. So yeah, just been well taken care of. All the miles are really just driven around town. Took it to the Jeep to the beach a couple times. This is just a great vehicle, and you know, I think it sells itself. Clean Carfax, no accidents history. Never been in an accident, never been rolled, nothing like that. This is all the original steel. Everything's in great shape. The body's straight. Now there's normal driver wear and tear on the paint job from being in the woods and stuff like that. But man, this is a super cool car. Hate to see it go, I'm sad, but maybe one day we'll get a 4-door. But I've really enjoyed this. It's been super fun.